Holding this. This is Hill's Numerology for tomorrow, which is 12/10/2024. Before I go any further, 12/12 is the last day for the winter solstice ritual. This is a ritual designed to produce and perfect guidance and direction for 2024. What you hear me keep talking about, 2024 is a year of guidance, the year of control, the year of the tricksters. It's a 9 vibration, so it's going to be energetically a lot of things potentially going on. A clear head is going to kind of be a requirement. If your head is muddled with a bunch of junk and you're kind of like pieced out into a bunch of directions, taking guidance from many different things, many different formats, a lot of them that probably are counter to each other that most people aren't really aware of, you might want to reassess that. And I'm not saying hop in my ritual like I got your answer. I'm just saying I have a pretty good awareness of what I'm doing. Been doing it for a while. Join or don't join. Again, my best advice is you better know what's guiding you in 2025. And if what's guiding you demands control, you might want to reassess that shit. You'll hear me talk about the age of disinformation and all this other stuff, and the age of misinformation, the age of glamorized information, all of the above. At some point, you got to get tired of lying to yourself while tying into things that ain't done nothing but lie to you. So we're going to do this kind of quick. I understand long videos people can't deal with. Attention span is not the same anymore. So Hill's Numerology for 2024. 12/10/2024. I did a post and pinned it a few minutes ago. 12/10/2024, basically in my own number system, is the ritual is choosing to manifest. That is the ritual. The ritual is trying to get you to manifest. But if the only choices, neither one of them benefit you or none of them benefit you, why do you choose? The answer is fear and doubt. And often doubt is a fear. So when you're presented with something and you don't feel like you have enough to keep still, you're going to choose between what's placed in front of you. That plays out in all facets of life. It's too easy. Just take your time. So 12/10/2024, where it says the ritual is getting you to choose to manifest, potentially what are you manifesting? Especially if something is telling you what to choose, you're no longer in control. That damn alchemy. You're choosing death. This is transmutation. Transmutation, basically in the form of alchemy, is changing something into something else, but it's almost always based off the egoic need of the user, the magician, the illusionist, the alchemist, all this other stuff. I'm holding on. Remember, I told you if you're choosing between something that ain't going to work out for you, you've already chosen death. In tarot, 13 is death. So the ritual is getting to choose you to manifest by getting you to invest. Once you invest your energy into something, you have already guaranteed death for yourself. Take your time with that one. You plug into something, it's going to require your energy. You can sit there and lie about being an infinite power source, then that would be a negation for reincarnation. If you're an infinite power source, then you wouldn't need to lose the meat suit unless the meat suit ain't really yours. Next, 12/12/24. The ritual is sacrificing control over what you're manifesting. See everything I just got through saying. Something presents you with choices, but it wasn't authentically coming from you. You've already lost control. Remember I just told you, you did death, 13, you transmutation, that's death. Now you're 19, death. You're the sun in reverse. Something else already has your power. Something else already has your power, which means, if you understood the characters on my card, this is Archangel Raphael, the supreme healer in that walk. You already out of healing. You're going to need to heal what's going on inside because everything you're giving your power to is teaching you death. So we've had death come up twice. The other part of 12/12/24, when you look at 12/12, you see 1 2 1 2. It's the universe mic check. 1 2 1 2 testing. 1 2 1 2. Only a lot of y'all don't have the understanding that when you're having a conversation with the universe, you're really only having a conversation with yourself. It is a version of yourself in separation trying to produce an experience. So 1 2 1 2. Can you hear you now? Bonus card. Most of you don't hear yourself because you're too busy listening for spirit. You caught in the ritual. 12. You're a martyr. You are hung up on somebody else or something else guiding you or saving you. You are no longer authorized to save yourself. You are that 12, the hangman. 12, December. You are already hung up and in decimation. If you understand what decimation, you've been pulled apart. So from there you get to 2424. The connection to the trap is in both choices. Remember, both choices showed you death. Either way it go, if you choose something other than yourself, it's going to drown you. So the connection to the trap is in both choices when you choose separation. They are one and the same until you give them definition by alchemizing them with your energy. Everything I wrote up came up. You're holding on to something. But look, it's two skulls. They're both the same. They're both going to kill you. It's just it's going to have a different energetic value by taking your energy. Holy shit, good experience. Holy shit, bad experience. It still was just an experience until you lost you. So 2424 says your connection to the trap is in the fact that you keep losing you to what you're choosing. But it's already revealed. This is the judgment card. You already, Archangel Gabriel, already done told you what you need to know. Even if you understand that in this version of what I'm getting at, everything is a version of you. You already heard what you need to hear. You just didn't like the answer. That's your ego. When somebody tell you something and it hurts your ego because I don't want to hear that because it doesn't process or compute to what I've already been told or what I've already been taught or what I already think I know, yet all of the above have not shown me what I want to see. But then when I hear something different, I get mad. You got bad judgment. You got ego issues. 20. What you keep connecting to then already fooled you. Why? Because you were the original fool. You were the zero, but you just couldn't hear yourself. So you gave all your power to what you was connected to. Sorry. So if you keep giving your power to what you're connected to, but what you're connected to is only pulling you apart, you've only met death because you're the martyr. You keep hanging yourself up. You keep sacrificing yourself. So that 2424 says your connection to the trap is that the trap done already fooled you. You got more belief for what you have invested in than in belief in yourself, which you won't invest in. So it takes you to the next line, 444. 3 of the same number is a trap vibration. 444, I'm trapped in balance. But you can look at it from a multiple perspective of 4 and 44. Balance is manifestation. Or 44 and 4, I'm manifesting balance. Either way it go, both of them required you to move. Either I'm going to manifest balance or I'm going to balance what's been manifested. Either one of them is going to require me to move, but that original 4, that 13, 1 plus 3 was a 4. Either way you move, it already introduced you to death because it's going to require your energy. So if it requires your energy, 444, you're trapped in balance, it will steal your choice. That voice in your head. Remember I told you the voice was already in your head. You just did not like the answer because you've been taught that it has to come from somebody else. Yet who you keep waiting for never speaks. You just keep applying a voice or a belief. You're motivated by what you've been taught to believe in, and that shit then got you dashed on the rocks. This was the Queen of Waters. The influence over what's getting me to create might be getting me to create my own death. Let history answer that one. Sorry, let history show the story on that one where somebody can get you to create your own enslavement, so much to the point to where you love enslavement. 444, you trapped in balance. 2 plus 8, 10. I have a connection to what I'm struggling with. But what am I struggling with? Choices. I'm struggling with the thoughts that keep telling me to choose which way I'm going to go. But at no point did I listen to the one in my head that said none of them was going to work out for you. Sit down and be still. You've already been tricked. You're already a martyr. So from there, you get to 33-6. That in my number system, 33 is not that master teacher bullshit y'all believe in. That is the number of experience. It is a thought that only wants replication. A thought that only wants the right to become another thought will now only become a parasitic existence and only wants to continue thinking. Where does a thought come from? Most of you are going to fail that test, so please don't do it to yourself. A thought does not come from out here. A thought comes from in here. Now, however, you can have thoughts placed in there when you're already under control. It's mind control. So if I'm not the thinker of the thoughts in my head, holy shit, I'm already enslaved. So 33.6 is the experience, because that's all the thoughts are. The thoughts only want to find duplication because they want to find an experience to end up in. And the 6 is the traumas, because it's your foundation. So 33.6 is the experience, thoughts in duplicating form, seeking an end, is a trauma. Why? Because it requires a choice. What was the choice? Choose something to transmute. Without realizing I'm going to transmute that by losing this, the ultimate transmutation. Let your life tell your tale. You get in a relationship and you invest all your energy in a relationship trying to change the relationship to be better for you. The only thing you did was change yourself. You transmuted yourself trying to fix something that was not yours to fix, an illusion, and now you get mad because it wasn't real. If you had common sense, you would set your ass down and been still. So 33.6, the experience was worth the trauma. No, it's not. It's only going to be that 8, that struggle. The experience is worth the trauma, but I'm going to need to be on top of what I know. The need to conquer. 8, struggle. The knowledge. The snake, that's knowledge. Knowledge is nothing really but experience. Knowledge, or experience I should say, is nothing but thoughts that have already went through something so that they have a value. That's an experience. That's how you get knowledge. So if I'm only struggling with what I know, but yet what I know only left me a martyr, hung up, and not even in myself, and out here creating death by trying to transmute everything that's killing me, yet everything that's killing me I had to create. Take your time with that one. So that 33.6 is, I'm my own struggle. I'm my own infinite choice of choosing to go against myself. That's the field of infinity. That is the 6. So from there, you get to the 66, self-sabotage, which you hear me call the master saboteur. If like I just told you, 6 is your traumas. If I'm choosing traumas on this side and traumas on this side, I've already guaranteed to traumatize myself. If all you're choosing is your traumas, what the hell you expect as a result? Traumatic experience. So self-sabotage, and in my number system, 6 represents the infinite choices. The infinite choices that one can make by finding value in potential experiences that will result in a trauma in any event. That perception of good or bad, that's some lower level bullshit y'all need to learn to get out of. Energy does not have any inclination of use. It just wants to be used. And in order for energy to be used, it's got to find a user. It's a drug. So the perception of good or bad are inconsequential beyond lower ego understanding. But as long as you keep spewing what you think you know, yet you have not seen it, you've done it to yourself. So 66, you keep sabotaging yourself because you keep choosing things that are going to require you to create them. 30, remember earlier the judgment said you connected to what's fooling you. Now the thought done fooled you so much to where now the thoughts are already inside of you. I could go so many places with that, but it don't make sense. Succumb, another word for death. You're only going to try and transmute life by creating death in the form of life, and you're going to succumb to it because you're not going to make it into that point of experience where you're ahead of the experience. You just become caught in the experience itself. And the only thing experience wanted was your energy. Remember I told you that the thought only wants to get to the point to where it's now stronger than the thinker, because most thinkers can't think for themselves. The only thing they know how to do is spew programming. Self-sabotage. If your only point of reference is what somebody taught you or told you to say, you're a robot. 66, self-sabotage. So from there you go to 12. And I keep telling you, 12, the hangman, that's the whole ritual. Sacrifice your energy by choosing what you're going to move into. 12 only wants you to create 13. 12 plus 1, 13. The ritual plus somebody's potential, you can create death. If I have a ritual and I get all of your energy, it's highly weird. Shh, please hush. Please hush. You have no understanding of what energy really is, just that bullshit you think you know. So the ritual is the hangman. You hung up on knowing by giving potential meaning to what it wants to know by creating it. Because without energetic investment, nothing exists. If you don't give your time and energy to something or someone, they're useless to you. Doesn't mean that they're useless to themselves. It just means they're useless to you. Oh, good for you. You having a bad day, but you ain't finna ruin mine. So you're useless to me. Continue on your journey. Try that. So that whole ritual of giving your energy trying to create something means that you've already destroyed yourself. And as I've always said, unfortunately, in this realm, your whole life is a ritual. Everything we do is a ritual. You on TikTok, that's a ritual. You brush your teeth, that's a ritual. Hopefully you wash your ass, that's a ritual. Everything requires a ritual. Pay your bills. Go shopping for Santa Claus. Go to church on Sunday. Talk about not going to church on Sunday. It's all a fucking ritual. It's energetic investment. So your whole life is a ritual, so much to the point to where the majority are hardwired in beyond recognition and reasoning, but by choice of free will. You choose to do this by free will because you've been taught what you need to know. Therefore, your will really ain't free. It's already corrupted. Voluntary separation of self as a result of doubt, a form of fear that fuels the ego to move recklessly. And again, like I just got through saying, if somebody can tell you what to think and then you think that they're doing something on your behalf, you're willingly enslaved. So the whole ritual is getting you to hang yourself up and do it to yourself, but so bent on finding whoever you want to be accountable or responsible for coming to save you while you keep doing it to yourself, because it's still all your energy. Still all your energy, but you become your limitations. You become FAFO. If you've been following me, I told you plenty of times, this King of Shamans card, it says figure out who you are or everything else will show you what it needs you to be. If you've been paying attention to this reading, it needs you to be blind to the fact that this is your energy being used to create everything else so that you try and find out who you are. Make it make sense. You become your own limit. You become your own limitation. If you create something to save you, you're also going to create something that requires you to be saved from. That'll confuse you. Leave yourself alone with that one. So the ritual is getting you to buy the limits. 3 plus 6. Remember I told you that 3 only wants to keep on replicating. The 3 becomes the 6, and the 6 becomes the 9. You just keep adding 3s. That 3 becomes 666. It becomes your hang up. It becomes a traumatic point of separation. I've separated myself into not just duality, but triplicity at the minimum. There's 1, 2, 3 persons there. See, 3 heads. So your limitations get you. And I'm going to hurry up and get out of here. The last one is the 3 itself. 1 plus 2 is 3. The divine mother, the empress, the ruler, the first god, aka thought. That's what the 3 is. The 3, if you're doing tarot, is the divine empress. 4 is the emperor. People say the emperor's in charge, but many times I tell you, the empress can run the show. The empress can run the show and tell the emperor what to do without ever lifting a finger. All she got to do is lift up her skirt, being real with you. But that'll probably hurt some of your feelings because you don't understand energy, which is why you're always here showing your shit out because you can't find nothing to keep your ass in. Strike that, Your Honor. So 3, the divine mother or empress or ruler, but thinking like a man, aka thought. Yet that divine mother, that 3 energy, the divine empress, it's still only the result. And when it comes to energy, it's not the point of creation. The thought is not the point of creation. The thinker is the creator. The thought only takes the right of the thinker when the thinker won't think for himself. That's called enslavement. If somebody captures you and you can't think for yourself and they tell you what to do, tell you how to think, they ain't the one that's building it. They just telling you what to build. So in this sense, the thought, the divine empress energy, like I told you, it's running the show because the thinker won't sit on its throne. The thinker will not be God by the versions of the tarot, the generator, operator, destroyer. So therefore, it's already destroying itself by operating into what has been forced into generation. So 3, the point of creation, not the creator, is just a control for which way the fool will move. And again, like I said, a goddess can tell a god how to move without ever lifting a finger. There's that 3. All she got to do is let you see that proper reflection. All she got to do is show you what you need to see in yourself. But holy shit, there's the trick. It's not that the 3 is malicious. The thoughts don't want you to harm yourself. They want you to stop harming yourself. In this realm, and people have that in their life, you'll create experiences designed to show you to stop creating. Stop doing things to harm yourself. Man, things keep going bad. Every time I do this, something bad happens. Okay, then maybe that's causing credence for you to stop doing it. No, that ain't what it is. I'm going to try it again. That's self-sabotage. So the 3 said, I am the 3. Keep communicating with me without understanding that you created me. You'll stay on a journey. I'll stop there because that'll confuse a lot of you. And I don't want this video to be too long because most of y'all can't watch past 2 minutes. Why? Because you haven't been authorized to think for yourself. But I'm telling you, 2025 is going to teach you something different or show you more of the same. Good luck either way. Wholeness or separation. That shit y'all love.